Hi everyone, it's Alex Sparks here from Sparks Finance and I'm your local mortgage broker in Bathurst. Today's video is what is a revert rate? Now, this is something you might have seen, around. A lot of people actually don't know this. So a revert rate is when you're coming off your fixed rate period and you're going from a fixed rate loan to a variable rate loan. So let's just say you had a 2-year fixed rate. When that 2-year fixed is up, you might go from a 2% all the way up to a 7% loan automatically overnight. This is something that is really important to understand, especially in the environment that we're in right now. So around about 60% of all the home loans in Australia are coming off a fixed rate this year. During COVID, a lot of people, got some really low fixed rate loans, anywhere from, did one for 1.89 the other day I saw come through. People have gone from a really low fixed rate loan to then being able to go, okay, repayments are going to increase significantly. Common misconception when people are coming off, fixed rate and they go, okay, well, what's your revert rate? What are you going to? And they go, oh, the bank's offering, 5.44. This is where a misconception is: the bank is not going to put you on their best rate for new business coming into that bank. So more than likely, your actual revert rate is not going to be what you see on the, on the bank website. It's going to be one that's quite a bit higher. So it's a really important distinction to make, and not, betting on the fact that the bank is going to do the right thing by you. One example of this is I did a loan with Bank of South Australia. So they came to me and they're looking at refinancing, but basically they had a fixed rate loan for 2 years, 2.4%. Their revert rate was 8.34%. So their payments, if they did nothing, their repayments were going to go from $1,949 per month to $3,672, which is a huge increase if you've just got a home loan that you're used to paying, $1,949 on. What are the options here? So obviously, the first option that you can do is obviously just sit at the revert rate. Now, to be fair, a couple of banks, not a whole lot at the moment, some of their revert rates aren't too bad. So you might be going to something a little bit higher, but it's not too bad. The next one is to renegotiate, okay? And this is what we do for a lot of our existing clients, is when we know they're coming off their fixed rate, is to call the bank and renegotiate on their behalf. And so to say, look, the property value is going up, your revert rate's this, which is super high, we're looking at other lenders around this number here. What can you do for these clients? And a lot of the time, the bank will reduce that number down to something that's acceptable. It's very rare that you're gonna get the absolute best rate in the market, but at least they're willing to talk to you. Now, sometimes, we as brokers, obviously we have the inside knowledge, so that's going to be a lot more beneficial, for us to do that rather than you, but you can definitely give it a crack. Speak to your bank if you're coming off, see if you can get a lower rate. The other option is to refix your loan if you want to do it for another 1 or 2 years. But look, depending on your circumstances, very few people are refixing their loans at the moment because they are just so high, the fixed rates compared to variable rates. So it's something that, not a lot of people are doing, but given your certain circumstances, may be an option for you. The last thing to do is look to refinance. You might go out of a 2% fixed rate, and then your revert rate might go to 7.5%. And then we can, get that reduced down to, 5.8 or something like that. A couple of different things you can do to get that down. But historically speaking, if you have the borrowing capacity, the best thing to do is refinance. As discussed previously, unfortunately, banks aren't as loyal to existing customers, they are new customers. So this is why moving from, your current banking facility or current lender and moving that to a new lender, you're going to get one of the best rates in the market, and therefore significantly reduce your interest rate, and obviously significantly reduce the amount of interest and repayments that you have. This is by far the best thing that we're doing with clients at the moment. We're shaving off, still doing an extra 0.5, 0.6, 0.7% off their current loans at the moment, which is going to make a massive impact given all the rate rises that we've had over the last 13, 14 months. So if you're coming off a fixed rate, what we really recommend doing is, first of all, is to really understand your revert rate. If you don't know that, or the bank hasn't identified that to you, let us know and we can work that out for you and let you know what your repayments are going to. But the main thing that we want to sort of stress to people is to really just get a plan. If you know that your fixed rate's coming out in September, understand what that is, what your repayments are going to. You can figure out, are we okay with that? Are we going to be comfortable doing that? Or do we need some help? We can then have a look at, either refinancing, renegotiating, or changing that loan structure to make a little bit more flexible for you and to give you a little bit more comfort around your home loan. Look, I hope this was very informative today. So look, it's really important to understand what that revert rate is if you're on a fixed rate, to make sure that you're maximizing your loan and you're doing the best thing for you, because unfortunately the banks, as I said, for existing customers aren't as loyal. And that's why it's really important to rely on, qualified mortgage brokers like myself to make sure that we can give you that advice on your home loan and put you in the best position possible, to have the lowest interest rate available, repayments structured to make sure that you're comfortable, and also to save money on interest so you're setting yourself up for the long term. But I hope this helps. If you have any questions, please don't hesitate to reach out. If you're coming off your fixed rate, let me know. We can have a quick review of your fixed rate and see what options that you have. Yeah, we can help many out there and make sure that they're getting the best deal possible. Thank you.